would you say to an employee today if he was thinking or harboring notions about getting onto a startup or an entrepreneurship journey? What would your advice be?
So, this question gets asked to me a lot, right? And a lot of people come and ask me, should I become an entrepreneur? And my answer to them really is, please don't. Because if the question is, should I become an entrepreneur? You're not ready for it. You're not, in your mind, you're not made the transition. When people come and ask me, okay, I want to become an entrepreneur, this is my business plan, what do you think? Or this is the idea that I have. Now I'll sit with them and engage with them and I'll encourage them to become an entrepreneur, right? So what I'm trying to say is that have a filter with yourself and ask yourself, is it just nice to have and you feel that, there is a FOMO, the fear of missing out on something that is happening? Is that what is really driving you? Or is it genuinely that you really want to be an entrepreneur? And you have to ask yourself, why do you want to be an entrepreneur, right? So I think that's point number one. Point number two, I think everybody should be an entrepreneur. And I think the way the world is moving and the way the economies are moving, everybody will become, a lot more individual contributors are going to be there. So I think everybody should try and figure out to be an entrepreneur. And you don't have to become an entrepreneur. And I've seen this struggle with a lot of people, right? They try and think very big and they try and think of all kinds of variables, right? You cannot optimize all variables in the equation of life, right? It's not possible. At least I don't think it is possible. It's not possible for me. So you have to learn to live with some ambiguity along the way, right? All variables in your life of the equation are not going to be worked out, right? So if you really want to be an entrepreneur, and you don't have to be an entrepreneur trying to create the next Uber or a next Google or a next Facebook, right? You can, very simple ideas, right? I have friends who are consolidating laundry businesses, dry cleaning businesses in the US. They are just going and buying multiple dry cleaning businesses all over town. That's all that they are doing. And then trying to bring economies of scale by instead of, two people sharing one particular, steam engine or whatever, they're trying to make it an institutionalization of the whole thing, right? There are friends of mine who are just going and consolidating small bookkeeping and accounting, 3-man, 5-man, 7-man, 10-man shops. In fact, in Singapore, Jakarta, and Philippines and things like that. And these guys have made tons of money themselves. So the point is, really ask yourself that why do you want to be an entrepreneur? B, don't have to think very grandiose plan. And C, start small, start somewhere and be it. And my only other thing I would say, a lot of people confuse entrepreneurship by trying to become rich, all right? Now, becoming rich is a science. It's an art and a science, I think, but it's also a science, right? And that can be figured out. So please don't confuse the two.